Hello, beautiful people. It's another brand new day, and I'm super excited that you tuned into my podcast for today. Thank you so very much. I'm so delighted. I'm so elated that you tuned in because I know and I'm certain that each time you tune into this podcast, you're on your way to becoming a better version of who you are. That's my goal and that's my commitment to life. That you grow, that you metamorphose, and that you develop in every ramification of life. And that's why I've made it a point of duty and responsibility to share life lessons that can help us metamorphose from where we are now into where we want to be in the nearest future. And therefore I welcome you on board to the Metamorphose podcast. On today's podcast, I'll be talking about a beautiful topic titled Lessons from the Chinese Bamboo Tree. Lessons from the Chinese bamboo tree. I came across this story a long time ago, and I was so amazed with the lessons that were lying inside of it, and I thought it wise to share. And so, do well to listen and learn. And I tell you, you will never regret it. In China, they grow a bamboo tree, commonly known as the Chinese bamboo tree. When they sow the seed in ground and water it, nothing happens to the end of the first year. They continue watering it and nurturing it, but nothing happens to the end of second year. It fails to sprout even after the end of the third year, but the person growing it must continue to irrigate, fertilize, and care for it. You will be surprised to know that nothing happens to the end of the fourth year as well. Wow, nothing what happens at the end of the fourth year. Can you imagine that? Then suddenly in the fifth year, something miraculous and incredible happens. Within 6 weeks, it grows to become about 80 feet to 90 feet tall. This is wow. That's nature at its astonishing best. And I was like, wow. So you mean in the first, second, third, and fourth year, nothing seems to happen. The Chinese bamboo tree still lies on the ground, but at the fifth year, it grows to a height as tall as 80 feet to 90 feet. That's to make us understand that life, success doesn't happen overnight. There's nothing like overnight success. Now the question is, did the Chinese bamboo tree grow in 1 week or 5 years? The answer is obvious because as the person growing the Chinese bamboo tree stopped nurturing it, watering it, and fertilizing it in the period when it was not showing up, the miraculous bamboo tree would have died in the ground. Yes, that's the fact. The Chinese bamboo tree doesn't grow in 6 weeks. It grows in 5 years. This is synonymous with our lives and the way we live our lives as humans. If only we can keep doing what we are doing and never relent, therefore we can become successful just like the Chinese bamboo tree. And so there are lessons I was able to glean from it, and I would like to share to every one of us today. Number 1, faith. Believe in your abilities. The farmers, the growers of the Chinese bamboo tree, they never gave up. They believed in the potential of the seed. So if we must truly achieve greatness and must truly achieve the great feat that we desire and that we expect from life, then we must believe in our potentials. Keep doing the things we need to do, irrespective of the odds on our path. Because life will only reward those who believe in their dreams, who never allow people, never allow sentiment, never allow challenges to becloud their sense of reasoning. But they were willing to believe in their dream. They had faith that even though when it seems as though nothing is working, they kept on watering and nurturing. The same thing, we need to water our dreams. We need to believe in our dreams and in our visions. if we truly want to achieve success. Pursuing your dream is a sure thing if you just don't give up. So long as you keep watering and fertilizing your dream, it will come to fruition, just like the Chinese bamboo tree. Your dream will come to fruition, just like the Chinese what? Bamboo tree. So never allow anyone to deter you. Believe in your dreams, believe in your potentials, and I tell you, you will achieve success. Getting success in life is more or less similar to growing a Chinese bamboo tree in China. You have nothing to show for many years, and people around you begin to make fun of you. They call you fool, idiot, and urge you to quit. And I say, keep your faith in what you are growing. They are operating out of eyesight and cannot see what you can see. Other growers, other people who have planted other trees, maybe an apple tree or a lemon tree, they would have been laughing at the person growing a Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree had so much potential that we are in it. But those potentials can only come out until after 5 years. This is the way our life works. Success doesn't happen overnight. So if only we can keep at our dream, keep believing at our dream, then we will surely achieve greatness no matter what. Number two lesson I learned from the Chinese bamboo tree is patience. Just like the farmers never gave up on their Chinese bamboo tree. The same way we are never to give up on our dreams. We should be patient. There is a saying that says the patient dog always eats the fattest bone. In the journey of success, patience and perseverance is very key. If we must truly achieve greatness, patience and perseverance is very key, because that's where our true character is built. So the Chinese bamboo tree, in the period where it was lying underneath the ground, it was growing solid root system that will be able to achieve the height. We live in a quick fix society. We get frustrated if we have to wait more than 2 minutes for service or a stop light to change. We want instant solutions to every complex problem and every fractured relationship. In short, we want it all now. But this is not how life works. Before we can get your first degree in the university, you have to spend a minimum of 3 to 4 years. This is to make us understand that success doesn't come overnight. We need to be patient in our dreams. We need to be patient and persevere if we truly want to achieve greatness. Sometimes we get so excited about the idea that we have been planted inside of us that we simply can't wait for it to blossom. Therefore, within days or weeks of the initial planting, we become discouraged and begin to second guess ourselves, or worse, quit. But I tell you, do not quit. Do not quit. Sometimes in our doubt, we dig up our seeds and plant it elsewhere in hopes that it will quickly rise in more fertile ground. We see this very often in people who change jobs every year or so. We also see it in people who change organizations and even spouses in the pursuit of greener pastures. But we should not give up. Don't be discouraged. Do not dig up your seed. Be patient. Keep doing what you need to do. And I tell you, you will achieve greatness. Number 3, persistence and consistency. If only we can be persistent and consistent with our dreams. Just like the farmers, they kept watering their seed and nurturing it. The same way we need to water our dreams. We should never allow the challenges at the moment to deter us. No matter how difficult it may seem, if we only will not give up, then we will achieve greatness. Henry Ford had to water his Chinese bamboo tree through 5 business failures before he finally succeeded with the Ford Motor Company. And the list goes on and on of everyone who has ever achieved greatness in life. There were periods in their life where it seems as though nothing was working, but they were persistent. They never gave up. We all know the story of Nelson Mandela. who fought against apartheid in South Africa. Even though he was jailed for 27 years in prison, he never gave up. He was persistent with his dream and with his vision for life. So if only we can be persistent and consistent, then we will surely achieve greatness. Number 4 lesson: never compare yourself. I know sometimes we are tempted to compare ourselves, maybe because others have started reaping the fruits of their labor, and we are yet to. And say, therefore, we tend to compare ourselves and quickly want to dump our dream. But I tell you, do not compare yourself. Those that compare themselves with others, they are not wise. Because we are growing different type of trees. They may be growing lemon trees and the likes, but know that no matter what, when your time comes, you will blossom just like the Chinese bamboo tree. So never allow yourself to be intimidated by the success of others, but instead be motivated and be inspired that if they too can achieve greatness, then you yourself can achieve something worthwhile if you don't give up. So these are some of the lessons that I was able to glean from the Chinese bamboo tree. Success and growth is paramount if only we can keep up, if we can believe in our abilities, if we can be patient, if we can be persistent, and if we dare not compare ourselves with others, then we'll surely achieve greatness. Pursuing your dream is a short thing. If you just don't give up, so long as you keep watering and fertilizing your dream, it will come to fruition just like the Chinese bamboo tree. Focus on your own growth and success. One day you will reap the results. And if only you don't give up. I will end today's podcast with an old poem by Henry Wadsworth, which says, "The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, toiled ever upward through the night." I will say that again. The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, toiled ever upward through the night. You may be in your night time, but I tell you, your morning season is coming. You will surely achieve greatness if only you don't give up. So, never give up. And just like the bamboo tree, you will soar and you become successful, and your story will inspire many if only you don't give up. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast for today. And I trust that you have been energized and quickened to take the right steps, even though when it seems as though nothing is working. Thank you so much. I remain your host, Andrew Ologbo, and I am committed to ensure that you become a better version of who you are. You can reach me via all my social media handles. On Instagram at Andrew Ologbo, lowercase. On Twitter at Ologbo_Andrew. On LinkedIn as Ologbo Andrew. Then on Facebook as Andrew Ologbo. Thank you so very much for listening to my podcast. See you at the top. Peace.